Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today is video number 18, I think, in the year at Catholic Mass, a year at Catholic Mass. And today is May 4th, 2025. And today is the third Sunday of Easter. Yeah, they are recording this all the time. So today was quite interesting at the church, very eventful. Okay, let me just talk about, give you the numbers of the readings here. And I always put them down in the video itself in case anybody is interested. Okay. All right, so the first reading was from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 5, verse 27 to 32. I'm squinting my eyes, that's pretty bad. The psalm was 30, there were multiple psalms. The first one was 30, verse 2. Okay, then the second reading was from Revelations, chapter 5, verse 11 to 14, and the gospel was John 21, chapter 21, verse 1 to 19, or chapter 21, verse 1 to 14. Okay, so this was interesting to me. Okay, because let's move some of this stuff. Okay, so the Gospel of John was this one was similar to a different event. Okay, where these people were fishing, and so they didn't catch any fish, so they came to shore, and this man was standing there, and it was Jesus. Okay, so this is now the third time. That's what the priest said. This is the third time that Jesus has revealed himself, or come after he has already risen from the dead. Okay, so this is the third Jesus ghost experience. Okay, so they were fishing, didn't catch anything, and then he told them to go back and put their net in, and then they did. They catch a lot of fish, and then they come back to shore, and then there was a fire going on the shore, and there was bread, and people were cooking fish. Okay, so Jesus goes over to Simon Peter, and he says, "Do you love me?" And Simon responded, I don't know if he's called Simon Peter, or they called him Peter, or Simon, I don't know. But the man responds, "Yes, I love you." Then he asks him again, "Do you love me?" He said, "Yes." And then the third time, he asked him a third time, and the man was distressed because he said, "Yes, I've said 3 times, I love you. Yes, I love you." Okay, so then, like, during this, Jesus was telling him to be a shepherd for the people, feed the people, and so then the priest said, and I appreciated this. Okay, I like this sermon today. Okay, so he said back then, but see this, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense because Jesus and the people over there didn't speak Greek, but the priest said that in the Greek, like, we have one word for love, and the Greeks have 3 words: eros, which is sexual love, phileo, which is friendship, and agape, which is love. Like, I guess, well, I always learned that it was like romantic love. But anyway, so it's true love or deep love, I guess. So the priest said that the kind of the moral of this gospel reading is that, like, Jesus asked him 3 times, "Do you love me?" And he responded that he loved him 3 times. But when he was answering Jesus, the priest said well, the priest didn't say that, but what he was saying was that when he was asking Simon Peter, he says, "I phileo," meaning I friendship you, I love you, friendship. And he asked him 3 times, and that was like his answer. So the priest said that even if you only love Jesus in a friend way or friendship, it's okay, because Jesus will come to you at that level. Okay, so if you're at that level that you love Jesus in the phileo instead of agape, then he will come to you anyway, and he will bring you up to a higher love of him. Okay, so that was good. That was interesting. Okay, so the other thing I was kind of thinking of was, like they said in this gospel reading, that when the people came ashore, there was bread and there was fish cooking on the fire. And I was just, I don't know why. I mean, this is sort of out there, but I was just kind of wondering why, or like, where did the Jews at that time get bread? Like, what did they make the bread out of? Because isn't Israel, I mean, I know in Lebanon, the Bekaa Valley is very fertile. But what about Israel? Like, where did they get their grain? Did they trade it with other people? That's what I was just wondering. And then they made their bread, or did they grow it? I don't know. But I was somehow, I was thinking about that, okay? So today this was very musical church today, and they were live streaming today's Mass. So if anyone's interested, you could maybe go, I could find the link for it if I can, if they've uploaded it, and I can attach it to the video. But it's Emmanuel Catholic Church in Delray Beach. So they had the Knights of Columbus there. Then the priest was singing like a lot. Like instead of just, I think because they were live streaming, instead of just the one guy who always sings, they had like several people singing. They had maybe 5 or 6 people singing. And then the priest was singing, and he sings pretty good. He's a good singer. And so he was having us sing the response. And he was just singing like, throughout the whole Mass, kind of hamming it up. I don't know why he doesn't do that all the time, because it was really nice, And then people were clapping, which was weird. It is so hot here. I'm like sweating. It's very, very overcast today and so humid. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so it was nice. And so then later today they're having some kind of celebration for Mother Mary, because this is the month of May, and they celebrate Mary, and the bishop will be there, and this is later today. So it's a Mary celebration. So anyway, today was very interesting. I also wanted to talk about the first reading of the Acts 5:27 to 32, but I'm going to have to look that up. I can't, some things were interesting about that also. So if I want you guys to look it up if you're interested. Anyway, so thank you for coming to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.